As we get into football, you add pads into that, kids can lose 5, 6, 7 pounds per practice. So for us, it's a lot of talking about the hydration element.
Now it feels like summer just started, but school is right around the corner, and for some student athletes, they may already be on the practice field. But before you hit the field, there are a few things you want to make sure you're doing to avoid heat-related illnesses.
Anytime athletes return to strenuous physical activity, especially during summer practices, we want to make sure that people are being very safe and careful in the heat, as there are injury risks associated with excessive strenuous exercise and heat-related injuries.
If you feel exhausted during the activity you're doing or can't keep up with the team, doctors suggest you try sitting down and cooling off. But to avoid heat exhaustion, easing back into training will help your body adjust better.
It's not good to return to strenuous physical activity if you've been pretty inactive during the summer and you're not tolerant of the conditions that you're returning to. So it's good to start in with some physical activity before you return to full sport activities.
Ian Smart is the football coach for Timberline High School. He's mindful of student-athlete health and says coaching staff will have trainings leading up to practices or will stagger practice times to make sure students are getting acclimated to the weather.
A lot of the things when I see kids struggling, we'll talk to them, have conversations about what's happened, like how did they get to this point. A lot of them aren't sleeping super well, they're not eating, and again, not putting enough emphasis on the hydration part.
Dr. Knowles says we don't see as many cases of heat-related injuries compared to other states, but says the equipment you're wearing, the type of field you're playing on, and the type of activity all play a role.
And being able to push into our practices, hey, we've pushed pretty hard. We've got to have a couple of periods where we back off a little bit to let their bodies recover. And at times, I think coaches have gotten smarter over time, taking helmets off, taking pads off, and having periods that are kind of more mental just to give that body a chance to cool down within a practice.
A balanced diet is key as well. Good nutrition like grains, vegetables, fruits, and whole food items can help athletes stay healthy on the field. In Meridian, Jessica Davis, Idaho News 6.